last year, towards the end of the season for the New York Rangers, they had played all the bad teams and they had gotten themselves into a playoff position. And I'll never forget, I go to a Garden game, and, there weren't many people at the Garden last year at all. And I went to the game, and Jim Dolan was there, and he was sitting right in the front row watching the team, and there's nobody around him, because there was nobody at the Garden. There's just a handful of people allowed in the Garden to watch these games. So, and we had just lost to the Philadelphia Flyers. And I believe if I go back and I look at the schedule, what happened is, the game before, or 2 games before, was against the Islanders, and Matt Martin knocked out Jacob Trouba.
Oh, yep.
And then, they shut out the Rangers again later on. And it was just, and I could tell by Jim Dolan's, body language, he was ticked off. He was pissed what he was watching on the ice. And I knew something was going to happen. I felt like somebody's getting fired, whether the coach is getting fired. I didn't necessarily know that they would clean house entirely, president, GM, and coach.
And they did.
He wiped everybody out.
That's right.
That kind of performance on the ice is totally unacceptable. But then I'm thinking, if I'm Jim Dolan and I'm sitting there watching this and I'm watching my team collapse to the Brooklyn Nets, who don't have Ben Simmons, who don't have Kyrie Irving, who don't have Kevin Durant, and we blow a 28-point lead, I'm thinking to myself, all right, so where is Leon Rose and Scott Perry and Worldwide
nowhere
West and Steve Stout nowhere that are supposed to be fixing this team?
They're not going to fix the team. They're not going to fix the team.
I'm just saying, where are they?
They won't. They don't answer to anybody. They don't do anything. They lay in the shadows. Last year, Leon Rose would pop out here or there and be at a game because the team was playing well and get his accolades. He is behind the curtains now doing nothing as they flounder to be one of the worst teams in the league. There's no sign of life. Tell me the sign of life. What's going to happen? I mean, are they going to somehow magically end up in the lottery and then find that superstar that has eluded them for the better part of 30 years? Is that going to happen? Is all of a sudden that young free agent, not the over-the-hill free agent superstar, going to decide to sign with the Knicks? Because that doesn't even exist in this upcoming free agent class. Is someone going to force themselves out like Donovan Mitchell out of Utah and then want to come here to where is the sign of life on the horizon for the franchise?